Hey volunteers, it's Chef D. Welcome to Studio Kitchen. Thanks for what you do for the House of Friendship. I know all the hours, countless sacrifice that you guys make to make this whole organization function and function very well. We all know the man to my left, John Neufeld, Executive Director. John, what the heck are we doing here at the Studio Kitchen today?
Well, I think you're going to help me get ready for Thanksgiving and make a turkey. Is what I'm really hoping you'll teach me how to...
Whoa. John, Chef D does not do turkey.
Oh.
The only time Chef D does turkey is Christmas Day at the men's shelter.
Why not Thanksgiving?
I'm not a turkey fan. Just over the years, maybe I cooked too many of them. I don't know, but it's never really kind of, brought anything. If you're really coming to Chef D's house for Thanksgiving dinner, we usually have steak and salmon.
Okay.
But today I wanted to do something different because we're going to be giving out one of my barbecue sauces to all the volunteers who are in on the Zoom call. And I want to do something that we can make it. And so I thought, what if we do baby back ribs?
Sounds great.
So pork baby back ribs, which are right in front of you. You have some salt and pepper right over there.
Okay.
Do you mind seasoning both the salt and the chicken? I know he said to me he wasn't going to work, but And you notice that we've been keeping 6 feet apart, social distancing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just in case you misbehave, I've got my stick here to push you back here. I am so nervous to be on this show. I can't even believe that Jen got me to do this. My wife's gonna have a good chuckle when she sees me doing this on a cooking show based on my cooking skills at home.
So I take it you're not the person in the kitchen at home?
Predominantly weekends I'm responsible for. I'm not trusted during the week. So
on the weekends, like what would you make on the weekends then?
A lot of barbecue right now during the summer. During the summer times. Probably easier meals. I mean, I don't want to confess that to a public audience. Hopefully my wife doesn't see this, but yeah, it's a little bit of last minute stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like really planned and thoughtful.
So then you just go to the market, you might find something and away you go, right? That's a way to cook. I love cooking that way.
Did you hear that, hun? Yeah.
Is that, because sometimes, and you hit it on the head there, sometimes people take a list and, I got to stick to my list or I got to stick to the recipe. Recipes are like roadmaps. It's, there's more than one way to get to the end result, right? If you're baking, of course, you have to follow the directions, but when you're cooking, let's go for it.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to do some different things with our meat today. We're actually going to take this out, and not everybody has. And we've been really blessed here at the Studio Kitchen. We have a whole bunch of wood fire pizza ovens. So we're gonna smoke our ribs first, and actually we're going to cook the chicken out in the pizza oven. But for those at home, we do have ovens, and we'll go through that in a minute. So we're gonna get ready for this, okay? So I have an onion here. I'm just gonna chop it up, nothing fancy about this. And if you don't have onions, you can use leeks or, wherever you wanna go with that, okay? So we're gonna just put the onions on the bottom, cast iron fry pan. No edges around it, just so that the heat kind of surrounds the chicken and everything. We're just gonna put our onions here. Then I have some cloves of garlic. Just wanted to show you something. Stay away from the 6 feet. This is a bulb of garlic. So this is the whole garlic. These are cloves. So if a recipe ever calls for a bulb of garlic, this is what you're looking for. Clove is just one. You go to the kitchen market, right?
I do, yeah.
Seen you there?
Yeah, we live really close by, so it's convenient.
Okay, so can you pass me the chicken over here?
I sure can.
So I'm just gonna put the chicken on here, just like so. And then beside you, and I'm gonna pass this back to you because you're gonna finish this up. We have, what have you done with my Radler? The good folks at Waterloo Brewery have let me be creative. So this is using their pineapple Radler, some jalapenos from our good friends at TJ's. And now you're gonna just spread it over top of the chicken like that. Yep, that's perfect. Look at that.
You know what you're enough, or do I need to spread it or anything?
That's perfect. No, that's perfect, just like that. So to go with our pork and our chicken, I thought, why don't we make a really cool potato salad, okay? And this is definitely a Chef D potato salad. And if you folks like red wine, you might want to have a glass with this, just saying, okay? So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in, John, when you're looking for olive oil, you don't want the big container of it, you want small. Olive oil is not like a great chef or a great bottle of wine. It doesn't get better with age. So you want to use it up very quickly. I like having the stainless steel containers because it lasts longer and you don't get the light in it and all that. So we're going to quickly dice up our onions.
I'm worried with all the expertise you're giving me today
Yeah.
that I'm going to be asked to cook a bit more at home. So really getting uncomfortable with all this.
John, I will come over and cook for you once in a while, okay? Okay. So again, garlic, if you want to grate your garlic, this is the easiest way of grating garlic.
Yeah, but not your fingers.
No, when you get down there, you just stop, okay?
That's good advice too.
Because if you really did close up of my hands, you'd see all the scars. We like to call them in the industry, like, medals of honor. So we're just sauteing this off just till the onions become translucent. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of white wine, but if you don't like white wine, or you want to cook with alcohol, you can always use a vegetable stock, or there's some really great non-alcoholic wines. We're just taking the flavor out of it. It's going to boil, so most of the alcohol will be gone anyways. Now, we're going to use some mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone cheese, that beautiful Italian cream cheese, we're going to put in just a little bit, about a cup if you're keeping track. And we're going to add a cup of 35% cream. Now you know why I said about the red wine. And then what I have here is I have some leftover potatoes. Now you can, if they're like you've roasted some potatoes off or you have big potatoes, you can cut those up and put those in. And then we're going to put those in our pan. If you want to season it with just a little bit of salt and pepper for me while this melts. I have some 7-year-old cheddar here, but if you don't have 7-year-old, you can always use like an old cheddar. This is what you want, something that has lots of flavor. I'm gonna pour our sauce over, and then I'm gonna place this in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes, and it's just gonna brown up really nicely for us. John, we're gonna go check on our pork and our chicken. So we're out here at the pizza oven. I have the temperature between 3 and 350 degrees. You're gonna notice that I just put another log on, so we're gonna get a little bit of smoke coming out. That's what we're gonna give that great flavor to the pork. We're gonna put the chicken in at the back because we're gonna leave that in a little bit longer. We're gonna put the pork in at the front of the oven, and we're only gonna leave it in about a half an hour. We don't wanna go much longer than that because sometimes you put too much smoke in it and it gets that acrid flavor. So this is just gonna be lightly smoked, just to, again, layers of flavors. So through COVID, the volunteers haven't been able to do what they normally do, but you've had some really great stories throughout this time, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been able to respond as a necessary service, and our volunteers have gone through that with us. It's been really tough because some volunteers couldn't continue what they're doing for whatever their reasons, and also just some of our programs weren't able to operate in the way we did. So we've really missed them during this time, Chef D. And we want to say a huge thank you for those who were able to continue at helping us in this transitionary time, but we've really missed our volunteers during this time and really looking forward to reconnecting with them as things start reopening. And over the 81 years that House of Friendship has been serving Waterloo Region, we couldn't do what we do without them.
So we've taken everything out of the oven, the potatoes out of the oven, the chicken and the pork out of the pizza oven, and now, a lot of times the magic's here, but we can also make the plate look pretty too. There's no other words to describe it. So, and you don't have vegetables here, but I'm sure you're gonna have salads, beforehand. So again, we don't have to follow the rules. We're gonna put our potatoes on the middle. You're hungry, right?
I am.
Our pork. And there you go, sir.
Thank you.
Make one for me. And I like my ribs that they still have a little bit of play to them, that it doesn't fall right off the bone. I like them that they have a little bit of center. So are you ready to try?
Absolutely.
Volunteers, thanks so much for what you do, and you do a lot for the House of Friendship. We're gonna get eating. You're gonna have these recipes and more. Enjoy the barbecue sauce, have some fun cooking, invite some guests over, and you're gonna even have a better time.
This has been great, Chef D. We are clearly stronger together.
We are. Thank you.
Oh.
Look at that. If you want to, you can turn them over halfway through the cooking process. We're not gonna look at it for about 2 hours. The whole house is gonna smell amazing. And the meat's gonna be tender. Hi, who's that? Nicely done. The bricks are beautiful. It doesn't need to be a whole lot. It's just gonna give it a little bit of flavor.